Bulgaria, why are you looking like this? In fact, why does everything look a bit more squeezed in and also sideways? Wait a second, all of Europe is sideways? The whole world is sideways? What is this? Yes everyone, today we have gone completely off the rails and we have turned the entire globe sideways. As you can probably tell, the HOI4 map has not really been built for this, but you know what, we are going to stick with it anyway. Why have we done this? Because it's absolutely insane and you love it and I also love it. Who are we going to play as? Well, it has to be somebody in Europe, somebody that's really squeezed in. Somebody like... not Luxembourg, okay? I'm not gonna play Luxembourg. They literally look like a stick. We are going to be playing as Lithuania, a nation that's already squeezed in both in the game and in real life. So Mr. Smetona, sorry. We are going to be playing as you, and we're gonna go with historical focuses on, and we shall begin. So here we are in whatever this is. Our troops still seem to be placed okay. We can control them, we can select them, we can still put them in a front line, so it's all good on this department. The strategic regions are also the same in the entire world. The Sahara Desert is looking really big. And yeah, to me this looks like just shards of broken glass on the entire map. Also yes, Australia and New Zealand can technically invade the Soviet Union. Turning the world by 90 degrees also means that Japan cannot invade the USA. I'm pretty sure Hawaii is on the other side. Yeah, there it is. Wow, completely squashed. I'm sorry Hirohito, you won't get to restore your empire today. So as Lithuania, we start out with a huge focus tree. We are going to go down the right side, and more specifically, we're going to restore the Commonwealth. I'm looking at the completion time of these random focuses here, and I'm pretty sure Paradox forgot to make these focuses less than 70 days. Regardless, first things first, we are going to reconvene the same as. We also have quite a lot of negative national spirits which we are going to have to work to get rid of. As always, we have to see how this beautiful Italian man is going to do against Ethiopia. This time he is actually affected by the changes. All the provinces are a lot longer, and I'm pretty sure the distance the Italian troops have to transfer is a lot longer than it used to be. But he can in fact still use the Suez Canal. And as always, he lost this one province in Somalia. Classic move, Mussolini, very classic. He's pushing through the north, so he should be fine though. He actually got encircled in Ausa, incredible. Meanwhile, in the far east of the world, in Lithuania, we are going to exile Voldemort. Goodbye Voldemort, goodbye. I guess in this world, Europe would be the east and China and the rest of Asia would be the west. I wonder if colonization would go like it went historically. The only certainty is that Australia and New Zealand would be a Russian colony. The Spanish Civil War has begun and it's looking like, well, it's looking like something. In fact, let's take a closer look, don't mind me? Yeah, it's a mess, it's a complete mess. It strangely feels a bit 3D. And we now have a king, Mr. Mindaugas III. Oh no, Mussolini, what happened? Well, we are going to embargo him, of course. Okay, he's not doing that badly, he is pushing, he should win this. And there you go, Ethiopia has capitulated. Took you slightly longer than usual, huh, Mussolini? So we have gone down our focus tree and we have now abolished the presidency. Which means our new leader is, well, whatever this guy is. Mindaugas III, with his very beautiful and very funny hat. And we may now start destabilizing Poland. And with these decisions right here, we shall very slowly influence Poland into becoming monarchist, baby. There's also this weird line going through the map. I wonder where it comes from. It seems to come from Japan, but then where does it lead? To nowhere. It leads to nowhere. Incredible. I absolutely cannot get over how wide the French-German border is. Oh no, I should not zoom in. What is this? Why is there a giant cliff on the French side and on the German side? There's actually provinces in between, but you can barely click them. And the Japan-China war has begun. This might actually be really good for Hirohito since he doesn't have to worry about America. The Philippines is still here though, still a puppet of America. And we may now invite Poland to our kingdom. So it seems like some Polish people did not like becoming part of Lithuania, so now they're in a civil war. Hopefully the kingdom of Poland wins. It's looking like they will. They have all three of their areas encircled. Yeah, there's no chance Poland is going to win this. Just pause, none left, and Poland has capitulated. I just noticed, by the way, we have them in a personal union. What is this, Europa Universalis 4? I feel like the Spanish Civil War has barely moved compared to how it usually goes. Franco has at least got Madrid. And the Commonwealth is back, baby! Although, I feel like it should be the Lithuanian-Polish Commonwealth this time. We may now claim Livonia, so Latvia and Estonia, goodbye. Hirohito so far seems to be doing quite well. He has pushed China back on some provinces. Manchukuo, by the way, looking really long. And the war goals are ready, so Latvia and Estonia declare war. We should be able to deal with them quite easily. In fact, they seem to even have some provinces unguarded, like this one here. This feels very wrong to look at. I don't know what it is exactly, but it just makes me feel weird. And Latvia has capitulated, gimme. Estonia seems to be doing a desperate defense, a last stand, but it's not going to hold. We can just freely walk into the capital. And Estonia has capitulated, beautiful. Yoink, my Estonia now. Franco has won the civil war even with Spain looking like this. So you know what, Franco? Congratulations, you did it. The inevitable has happened and Germany is now demanding Memel. Considering Memel just has 2 civilian factories, I think we're just going to accept it. And Memel is now German. We saw an attempt to take it back, but not now. Now we have a bigger threat on the horizon. The Soviet Union, baby. It actually looks really intimidating from this perspective, especially with this huge border we have with them. Excuse me? Why is Germany at war with the Netherlands? And France and the UK? Shouldn't they demand Danzig first? Don't tell me that because I'm playing as Lithuania they don't demand Danzig. That's ridiculous. You're telling me Germany would only demand Danzig if it's held by Poland?
Sorry, we need Danzig, but Poland does not hold it.
Who holds it?
Lithuania.
Okay, leave them be. Leave them be. They haven't even taken Czechoslovakia yet. Well, this is surprisingly good for us since we don't have to worry about Germany. They completely destroyed the allies here. They took Belgium in like a week. Luxembourg is now also gone. I don't think France is going to last. It's not looking good for you, Leon Blum. Italy is now also invading from the Alps. And the Alps are looking like, well, they look interesting. That's one word to describe this. Switzerland looks like somebody swatted it like a fly. Paris is about to fall any second now. And France has capitulated. We now have Vichy France. Czechoslovakia is now in the war. I don't think they're going to hold, especially since they lost their fortified provinces. And Czechoslovakia has predictably capitulated. The Soviet Union is justifying on us. I think we're kinda prepared. At the very least, every province on the front line is filled. Quite literally the bare minimum. And we have received the Soviet ultimatum. We can either accept and surrender, or we can defend our land. And you know what, game? I think we're going to go with the second option. And there you go, the Soviets have now declared war on us. It's looking quite a bit dangerous. We are extremely small compared to them. But you know what? I predict that we will manage to hold just fine. And it seems like we are in fact holding. They're also about to begin the winter war. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, Stalin. But you know what? Please do. The losses are going up very quickly for the Soviets and very slowly for us. So you know what? I think we've got this. Unless, of course, this naval invasion succeeds. But I don't think it will. And it's being cleared out, and the naval invasion is gone completely. The winter war has now begun. This might be a good time to push, but I shall wait a bit more. Finland is actually pushing back on some areas. Oh, never mind. It doesn't seem like they're going to hold, even though the Soviets are busy with me. Japan, by the way, is doing quite well in China. They're about to take Nanjing. The UK is also invading Sardinia, if you could call this Sardinia. In general, Italy, Greece, Turkey, they're all looking really squeezed. Turkey is basically a square. Squares? Oh no, not squares again! The UK is actually even invading Königsberg. It doesn't seem like they're going to succeed, but I don't think I've ever seen this happen. And the UK has been pushed out of Königsberg. Even though they held the port, they still got pushed out of Sardinia too. What are you doing, Chamberlain? The winter war is over and Finland has lost. So now once again it's just us against all of this. And we have stopped another naval invasion from the Soviets. Beautiful. We're absolutely destroying the Soviets, literally decimating them every single day. It's September 1940, the Soviets have lost quite a lot of troops trying to get to us. We've lost literally a minimal amount. What's the kill to death ratio on this? So I think it's the perfect time for us to push deep into the Soviet Union. Let's go. Okay, I see a lot of green bubbles, some red ones that are turning into green ones actually. And at the same time there's a naval invasion happening. I really don't think you should be focusing on naval invasions right now, Stalin. The attack is going quite well. You can't really tell because of the way the map is, but we have taken Minsk. And for some reason this area up here is quite empty. I think we can even walk to Leningrad. Okay, they at least have some units here to defend themselves. So Romania just gave Moldova to the Soviet Union and we have this new border here to deal with. It should be relatively fine. We shouldn't have any big issues dealing with this. Hopefully. And Moscow is now on the horizon. And just like Leningrad, it seems to be completely undefended. They still have a lot of units, but for some reason they keep all their VPs undefended. And Moscow is now Lithuanian. Polish-Lithuanian. For some reason, our front line is going in a very zigzag way. I'm not really sure what's causing this, but I kinda like it. Leningrad is also about to fall, and Leningrad has fallen. Greece is now being invaded by the Axis. They usually don't do that well in Greece. Let's see how they do this time. And of course, Italy is being incompetent and being pushed back in Albania. Never change, you beautiful Italian man. And Bulgaria is now pushing, so it doesn't seem like Greece is going to hold. Maybe in these provinces here, like they usually do. Doesn't Crete look like the Saddam hiding spot? It kinda does. And we are now pushing into Crimea as well, which has an interesting shape. Stalingrad is also about to fall, and our attack lines are looking like, well, they're looking like my shoes in the morning. Stalingrad has fallen and the Soviets are really close to capitulating. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth is growing by the day, baby. Look at that. We're so much bigger now. The most rewarding feeling in HOI4 is not winning the battles, it's not finishing your focus tree, it's seeing your name grow bigger and bigger. And also seeing your enemy's name grow smaller and smaller, until it no longer exists. Germany has now declared war on the Soviets, but well, they can't really reach them. Finland can reach them though, but what are they gonna take? Ice? I genuinely do not believe people live in this part of the world. We are about to cross the Ural Mountains, but in this case they're not really mountains, they're more like a wall. The Ural Wall. I especially like how this railway is going. Straight up, then down, then up again. It's the Soviet roller coaster. For some reason the thought of a Soviet roller coaster really scares me. And Japan has now declared war on the Philippines, which also means they're at war with America, which is all the way to the north. Just this once, Hirohito, you are safe. Greece is actually still holding, and the UK has even landed in Albania. How is the Axis so weak? This is the faction map mod, by the way, and you can clearly see how big the Soviet Union and Canada are. Of course, they are mostly just empty wastelands, but you know what? They're still big. And the Soviet Union has capitulated. Now for the peace deal, there is only one obvious move we can do. Take all of it, baby. Except for Mongolia, we're going to keep Mongolia as a puppet for future reasons. And next up, Mr. Adolf. Set the front line and watch all of our units pour in. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Mussolini, I think your spaghetti fell on the map. So let's justify the war goal, not on Germany, but on Hungary. Mr. Horthy, justify war goal. I'm not justifying on Germany, by the way, because I don't want Japan to be called in, since we have quite a large border with them. After what felt like an eternity, the justification is done. So Mr. Horthy, declare war, baby, let's go. Send. We are now at war with Hungary and Italy, hopefully Germany very soon. We need to take Königsberg ASAP so they don't have this extra flank on us. And you know what? I think we're strong enough to start attacking immediately, so let's begin the battle plan. And it's actually looking quite well. Not as well as the Soviet Union, but good enough. The Allies are actually inviting us to their faction, so you know what? Don't mind if I do. Hold on a second, who is this guy? Isn't the UK leader supposed to be Churchill? Historical, by the way. Actually, come to think of it, I don't really want to liberate the Allied countries, so UK, we're out of the faction, baby. Oh wait, we can't leave. We are liberating Europe, boys, let's go. Change the plans. The Germans are straight up not having a good time right now. Their losses are skyrocketing. They keep attacking us even though they have no chance of winning. Although they did get a small breakthrough here and they are completely going inside our country. This just looks wrong, very wrong. Excuse me? The UK just kicked me out of the faction? I mean, that's good for me, isn't it? It means I can take the rest of Europe. Thank you, Lord Halifax, thank you very much. We have now taken enough German territory where we may declare the Greater Commonwealth, baby, let's go. This might not seem like a lot, but we have pushed quite a bit. We're literally 2 provinces away from Berlin. Prague is also really close to falling. Berlin is about to fall, and Berlin is ours. Now for Hanover. Germany for some reason has pulled a lot of troops from the front here, so you know what? I'm gonna use this to my advantage. We're about to take Amsterdam, and this really does not feel like Amsterdam. This does not feel like Europe in general. And we're slowly pushing down to South Germany. Once we take Stuttgart and Munich, we should capitulate them. Surprisingly, the Allies, even with America on the other side of the world, have managed to take back the Philippines. They're even clearing Indochina. Meanwhile, Siam is in the Japanese faction, but they refuse to go to war with the Allies. They're not even at war with China. You know what, Mr. Praya Pahon, you are making the right choice, my friend. The Allies are looking quite scary. And Munich is now ours. Germany is 97% towards capitulation, so any second now, Germany is going to be gone. And Germany has capitulated. The borders are looking disgusting. Italy is the last great power, so let's clear them out real quick. Although we might not even get the chance to, since somebody has landed here. Who even is that? The USA, baby. Wow, they landed in 1943. Considering they don't have to worry about Japan, it does make sense. The USA has just taken Rome. Mussolini, you are not long for this world, buddy. I'm sorry to say. I'm trying to take Budapest, but I can barely see where it is. There you go, we got it. With all of the invasions, Italy is looking quite colorful. Even Sicily's been invaded, so yeah, it's over. Goodbye, Benito. So it seems like I was a bit too focused with Europe, because if I move the camera here, yeah. You know what? If we just pretend this isn't happening, it's not gonna do anything to us. All we need to do is capitulate Italy. Okay, they're actually starting to approach the capital. I'm a bit scared right now. The Italian civil war just broke out, so the entire border is free to take. You know what, Vichy France? You tried, but you were not fast enough. And once we take Milan, Italy should capitulate. They did not in fact capitulate, because the allies are refusing to take Genova. Thank you, AI. And the Axis has capitulated. We have quite a lot of points and I intend to use them. That's right, baby. We have annexed everything. And you know what? This looks a lot more normal now. There's also a cute little Polish, Lithuanian Italy in Libya. Sadly though, Mussolini is not the leader. And now to finish everything off, Mr. Hirohito, I hope you're prepared. Justify war goal. Planning the naval invasion sideways feels extremely weird. And now time for the worst part of HOI4, Navy. Let's select all of our ships, make them into a death stack, get a random general. We don't have any general, beautiful. We're going to generate a general, Mr. Justas Almenas, make him the leader, start the naval invasion mission, and declare war on Mr. Hirohito. The attack on Manchukuo is going quite well, but the invasion is still not launching. That is slightly worrying, but the AI is the AI, so any second they're going to pull their navy out and we will be able to invade. I hope. I'm not certain if it was the AI's incompetence or us joining the allies, but we have naval supremacy, baby. So the naval invasion is starting, and we have the port, beautiful. And now just to activate this long line that goes through the entirety of Japan. I cannot even see what's going on, and you know what? At this point, I give up. I'm pretty certain there's a province behind this mountain that I cannot select. And Tokyo is now Lithuanian, truly stuff of nightmares. Once Nagasaki is taken, Japan should capitulate. And Japan has capitulated. We don't have the highest war score, but I want to do one thing and one thing only. Mongolia and Japan, baby. What Jenkins could not do in his timeline, we have done as Lithuania. The world may now know peace. There's no wars going on, and I'm certain nothing could go wrong in this world. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth has returned, and it's here to stay, baby. So what would happen if the entire world turned 90 degrees to the right? The Mongols would finally get to Japan. Thank you very, very much for watching. A huge thanks to DAZN, Mapping Night, and Bing Bong for supporting the channel. A big thanks to all the other members too. If you'd like to support the channel, you can become a member. I love you very, very much, and goodbye. Mwah.